Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, looks like one of my favorite creators on the platform, Soph P, is back at it again with another video glazing Genshin Impact. Because one thing we all know is that Genshin Impact truly is a game that's better than Wuthering Waves. Just look at the UGC. What other game are there countless opportunities for you to interact with those that are underage online and buy them $300 skins? That's like the best shit ever. I can't wait to see Genshin in the news for another lawsuit. With that in mind, this video is called, "This is truly a Genshin experience that Wuwa could never." So let's just see what Wuwa can't do.
Quality of life, generosity, stamina, feedback. Long ago, these four lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the first anniversary arrived. Only Hopium, master of desperation, could hold the players together. But when the Hopium ran dry, the player vanished.
I thought this was supposed to be a Genshin Glaze video, bro. I thought we were supposed to talk about how good Genshin Impact was. Why are we talking shit about it, though? This is my favorite game. What the fuck, man? I feel like I got lied to.
4 years later, the players discovered a new studio, Kuro Games. And although they launched with bugs, crashes, and endless apologies, they brought a spark of hope. And I believe Kuro Games can break the abusive relationship.
What an intro. Now let's get into the real content.
That's the general sentiment among Wuwa players. They don't know what they are missing after leaving Genshin for Wuthering Waves.
I knew it. I knew bro was baiting at the start. My number one Genshin Glazer over here, Soph FP, would never do something like that. I'm glad I had faith. I'm glad I was a believer.
But rest assured, I'm here to enlighten the Wuwa players what they are missing.
Let's hear it.
As always, before you
Fuck Wuwa players.
dislike this video, watch till the end. Alright, let's go.
Ooh.
Genshin's character banner has always been a fantastic revenue maker for the company.
Yeah.
They make millions and millions of dollars.
That's just mobile, too. It's probably like triple that.
Without it, the game would be EOS after just a few months. It is very simple how it works. The odds are stacked beautifully against you. Every pull you do has a very tiny chance to land a 5-star character. And the further you go into the pity counter, the better your chances become. Until you reach the magical number, 90. At that point, the game says, alright, fine, here's a 5-star. But hold on, just because you hit the pity doesn't mean you get the shiny new limited character. No. You still have to win the 50.
That's better. He's better than Mavuika. You wanna know why? He's better than Mavuika? It's because his model looks like it was designed in 2005. And so he has a massive nostalgia hit that reminds me of my childhood, where I enjoyed games a lot more than I do right now. Yeah, games were way more fun when I was a kid, and his model is so dog shit, it reminds me of the games when I was a kid. So he's actually a better character.
50. And if you lose, congratulations, you just got a standard 5-star you didn't ask for. But don't worry, next time, the game promises your 5-star will be the featured one.
Honestly, losing the 50-50 is actually the real win in Genshin Impact. I'm actually so pissed off when I'm guaranteed, because that means that I can't get another copy of Diluc. I literally can't. It's so ridiculous.
And this, believe it or not, is framed as a blessing. Because think about it, you get to pull up to 90 times. That's 90 chances to ride the dopamine roller coaster. It's not real money you are using, it's a fake in-game currency. So, in your mind, you're losing nothing while gambling longer.
If it's not your money, it doesn't count, right? Duh. That's why every child just steals their parents' credit card and then goes for it. And then, unfortunately, 1 out of 10 children, Mr. Pokey's their dad, and then he beats the shit out of them. But like, it's a little bit unfortunate, but it does happen every once in a while.
It's like a casino that convinces you that the chips aren't real, and you almost believe them. But oh boy, it gets better. You can not only just pull for the character, you can also pull for their signature weapon. And that's where the true fun began until they made some changes.
They should bring the old system back. The old system was better. I hope he goes into detail about the system so I can explain to you why the old system was better.
Back in the day, before they added the path system,
Hell yeah.
you had to win not one, but two separate 50-50. Why two? Because the weapon banner had two shiny 5-star weapons, one that belonged to the character you wanted, and the one that belonged to somebody else. So first, you had to win against the standard 5-star pool, and then, if you have survived, you had to win again between the two limited weapons.
Isn't that just more fun? It's just more fun doing it this way. Because there's a reality out there where somebody actually never wins. There's a reality out there where somebody's gonna spend thousands of dollars and not get the weapon that they want.
Lose? Well, back to the start. And the turning point? Enter Tectone. Yeah.
Sorry, just kidding. The reality where that happened is this one. With this guy.
Yes, that bald dude. He created a 2-part video series where he blew through hundreds of summons, trying and failing to get Hu Tao's signature weapon. His public grief was real and raw, and it struck a nerve. The video went viral, so much so that Hoyoverse couldn't sit it out. They were forced to make the weapon banner slightly, quote-unquote, better.
This guy ruined the game. I'm gonna be honest over here. Fuck this dude. Fuck this bald motherfucker for ruining the Genshin weapon banner. Do you realize how gratifying it would be to finally win after losing 20 consecutive times? Imagine how good you would feel after winning on the 21st time. But, like, why do you think people edge themselves when they're jerking off? You ever think about that? Why do people edge themselves? It's like you removed the ability for me to edge myself in this fucking game. You bald fuck. Terrible.
Here's the thing though, I never understood why he was grieving. He could ride a dopamine roller coaster for so long.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
If anything, he should be thanking the banner for the extended high.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But no, instead, he grieved so hard and so loud that Hoyoverse had to step in.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They literally patched the game because a bald guy couldn't handle the weapon banner. Thus,
Fuck
the
this guy.
epitomized path was born. After 2 failures,
More like epitomized ass.
you are guaranteed your chosen weapon. No more heartbreaks, no more endless despair. But at what cost? Tectone robbed us of the pure, unfiltered suffering that made early Genshin banners legendary.
Like, think about it this way. Isn't it so much more of a flex? Wasn't it so much more of a flex back then to have a signature 5-star weapon? You had aura. Because people knew that you spent thousands of dollars to get it. Nowadays, these fucking Bob, Billy, Gene, they can just walk in, throw 180 pulls and get it. Back in my day, it wasn't that fucking easy. It's worth nothing now. It's worth nothing now. They took that away from us.
Thanks a lot, jerk. You ruined the fun for the rest of us. And with the current version, you only have to lose once, and your next 5-star is the guaranteed weapon of your
Bullshit.
choosing.
Bullshit.
And while for Wuthering Waves, the character banner is almost the same, except instead of 90 pools, it is 80 pools.
So you got less opportunities to edge yourself. Doesn't winning early feel so much better when the pity's 90? Getting an early 5-star doesn't even feel close to as good when the pity's only 80. It's so trash, this system that these dumb Kuro devs have made up. It just feels worse than Genshin Impact getting it early. Why would they design it this way?
So, less dopamine roller coaster. But where the difference lie is the weapon banner.
Oh, this is terrible. And this is one of the reasons I don't even know how people can play the game with this system in there.
Split the weapon in 2 separate banners, one for each character.
Like, why aren't they fucking combined? And why is the weapon guaranteed?
And what's the worst? The weapon banners are guaranteed, not even 50-50. You pull a 5-star, you get the featured weapon. And
there's no risk. There's no fun.
of the story. That's not gacha. That's shopping. This is what a Genshin player had to go through to get the right weapon.
The glory days, bro. This is what it's all about right here. If you don't like this, you don't like pro wrestling. Sorry, I mean gacha games. That's a work of art right there. That's the shit I love to see, brother.
You had the
Real
battle
risk.
fate itself. Two
Real battle.
50-50s, a gauntlet
Real
of despair
sorrow.
and triumph. That was a dopamine roller coaster, the imaginary fight you have to conquer. But in Wua,
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
I kind of wish he used the payphone. I kind of wish he. Let me put in my own version.
I know it's hard to remember the people we used to be. It's even harder to remember a fuck through the right next to me. You say it's too late to make it, but is it too late to try? And I'm still stuck in that time when we called it all, but even the sun sets in paradise. I'm at a
I feel like you should have used that one instead. This one's good too, though.
Places past and I'm homebound. And I need you. And I miss you.
where's the sweat on your palms, the heartbreak, the glory, the imaginary fight? Where's the thrill?
And this is the thing. I actually just did S6R5 pulls for this fucking Chinese guy in the game. His name is like Chu Yan or something, right? And the most bullshit thing was when I was pulling the weapon, I was just like, okay, like, I'm not gonna get any surprises here. It's like, if it's gold, it has to be the weapon. I'm just like, damn, this shit is boring as hell, man. How can people even get excited for this? I need the capability to lose a couple $100 for there to be any actual excitement when it comes to this damn banner system, when it comes to big whaling.
Where's the rage? Where's the primal scream when you lose the wrong 50-50 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
Wua took one thing gacha players truly crave and threw it out the window. If anything, this screams EOS, because without the pain, there's no gain.
Think about it this way. What Wuwa's doing is it's making the game not as fun for mentally ill people. And think about the people that end up spending the most on gambling. It's the mentally ill. And so, in a way, like, these stupid Wuwa devs are just killing one of their main revenue streams. They need to take a page out of Hoyo's book.
Without the gamble, it is
Like, I don't see any people going into tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt for Wuwa characters. I saw a dude do it for Farina. I saw a guy do it for Farina. I don't see any Wuwa players in the news going into debt to get 2 constellations for their unit. A guy went into debt for C2 Farina. Look what I can do in Wuwa. I could just buy that shit from the store. That's bullshit. That's not a real S2. That's not a real C2.
not the same. Without the heartbreak, then it is not a game.
More true words have never been said.
A few weeks ago, the 6
hold on. Wait, are we only on category 2? Was that all category 1? Well, I guess maybe we'll only have 2 points this entire video.
A few weeks ago, the 6.0 livestream just dropped, and whoa, they really went out announcing the future of quality of life.
Oh, yeah?
3 constellations.
I need a refresher. I totally heard about all of this magical quality of life that's happening. It just slipped my mind.
Being able to preview the 4th artifact's affix once you lock in the first 3, and even trading cards with other players. Neat features, sure, but the biggest drop of the patch, characters can now be leveled to 100.
Oh yeah, no, this was definitely a real concern for me. I personally am somebody that's not able to control my own personal gambling addiction when it comes to this game. And even when I have C60 unit, I just keep pulling them for some reason. I don't know what it is. My hands, they just keep clicking. And my PayPal, it just keeps paying. I don't know what it is. It just keeps happening over and over. And, you know, I'm somebody, just like the average player, that has 20 copies of Hu Tao. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened. And so now I finally have something to do with the other 14 copies.
This is huge. For years, the Abyss has been tilted against because of the level gap. Enemies at 100 staring down at your poor level 90 team like you're an unpaid intern at their day off. But not anymore. With level 100, you can finally fight toe-to-toe with your mentor, at least in theory. Because of course, you can't just level up the same way you did from 80 to 90. That would be too easy. Instead, the devs added a brand new premium flavored item, Masterless Stella Fortuna.
More like Masterless Stella Cinema. Because of how amazing this feature was.
or for short MSF. Now, here's the genius part. You can't farm, craft, or exchange for MSF. No, that would be too mainstream. And it would rob you of your authentic gacha experience.
True.
The only way to get MSF is to pull Constellation for a character who is already at C6.
This is what I think the Genshin devs should do. Instead of unlocking the level cap in like this dumb shit way where you can do it for free, right? Because all you gotta do is like gather the materials and then use your stamina on the bosses. They should just tie the level cap of your character at a baseline to how many constellations you have, right? So if you're at only C0, the character's stuck at level 40. And then when you get C1, you get level 50. C2, you get level 60, right? So on and so forth. They should just go for that system and make this game actually feel like a good game. That, I think, is like the creme de la creme. That would be what saves this game for the future.
You heard it right. Your 7 Diluc, your 15 Chi-Chi, they are finally worth something. Every duplicate you cried over before, straight into the shiny MSF jar. You will need 3 total. 1 MSF to go from 90 to 95, and 2 more for the glorious 95 to 100. This isn't just thoughtful design. This is
Sorry, can I just look at that animation again?
This isn't just thoughtful.
Doesn't that look fire?
This isn't just thoughtful.
That looked insane, didn't it? That looks like a game that was made in 2025. Yeah, that looks like a game that was made in 2025. That looks really good.
Design. This is recycling. The devs have turned the worst part of gacha into green initiative. Nothing goes to waste anymore.
True.
Every lost 50-50, every accidental C7, every painful reminder that you didn't get the banner unit that you wanted, all of it fuels your journey to level 100.
And now, losing the 50-50 is actually the winning. Because I have every single standard character C6. And so whenever I pull on a banner, I'm actually not looking forward to getting the guarantee. I'm looking forward to getting my 7th copy of Chi-Chi. Because then that means I can level her up to 100.
Truly an eco-friendly system. And the payoff is real. Level 100 boosts reaction damage, like Bloom, Overload, Hyper Bloom, to a new height. Characters like
Oh, you should see me in Stygian Onslaught. I had no chance until I spent another $2,000 on the game.
Bandit get juiced with extra base attack, while Nuvolette and Verena dealing more damage thanks to the bigger HP pool. So yes, all those dupes you have been hoarding are no longer failures. They are investment. Honestly, it's a win-win. You get stronger characters, the devs get more banner revenue, and your friends get to hear you brag about how your level 100 Traveler is technically saving the environment. Who knew Chi-Chi Constellation could be the future of sustainable gaming? What about Wuthering Waves, you might ask?
Hey, no EXP waste. As they say in RuneScape, no EXP waste.
They are still living in the prehistoric era when it comes to quality of life. When you lose your 50-50 to the furry boy for the 7th time, it is just c'est la vie. You don't get anything out of it, beside the extra coral that you can use for the shop. Sure, they also have implemented some quality of life. For example, play with some leaves. Whoa! Or a journey log, where players can view all the main quests to better understand the story. The devs are really tone deaf, aren't they?
You all know what I like? I like a majority of my game story being in limited time events like Genshin Impact. Because I shouldn't have any understanding of what the fuck is going on if I ever take a break in that game. Wuwa does this dumb shit where they let you, like, review what went on. How about you just remember, dumbass? How about you just remember every single part of the fucking quest all the fucking time because you played it, idiot? Why would you need a refresher at any point? Kuro over here with this feature is just basically saying their player base is literally retarded. Because, like, why else would you need a reminder of what happened? You got a goldfish memory, dumbass?
Don't they know that gacha players don't read? So why is this even made? Embarrassing.
Yep, I can't agree more.
There you go, old Genshin players. Or should I say, welcome back, returning Genshin players. I bet you're already installing Genshin after this video.
I've already prepaid my credit card. I like my credit card. Genshin's already banned on my credit card because my company said I was spending too much. So I already prepaid another card to go spend on Genshin.
No need to thank me. But on the serious side, sorry for not uploading for a while. The reason is simple. I don't know where to go with my channel. I don't want only to make these kinds of videos. I want to expand more beside the gacha space. Where Wind Meets will come out in a few days, and I'm planning to play that game. I don't know if you want to see that, but leave a comment if you do. If not, still leave a comment what you want to see in the future.
That video had one of the most abrupt ends I've ever seen. Another solid parody video from Soph P over here. But I think the admission from him closer to the end is that this is not the only thing that he wants to be doing. So I guess Brother Man will be going to Where Winds Meet, and then maybe he can take some of the content that's in that game and then maybe compare it to some other existing MMOs, right? Think like your World of Warcrafts and Blue Protocols and whatever other MMOs are out there right now. I don't know any because I'm kind of burnt out of the genre. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's something that he could like go into next. Don't know what the hype is for global or for Where Winds Meet. It's like, it seems like it is like a bit more of like a tailored sort of game, but maybe we'll go check it out. But yeah, awesome video by SophFP once again. We were playing it up a little bit just for some fun, but it's always an enjoyable activity to pretend I'm a Hoyoverse player that actually does agree with the points of this video, because I kind of get to do like Halloween, except instead of dressing up in the costume, I pretend I'm mentally ill. So it's like, it's kind of like the same sort of fun over there. So yeah, let me know what you all thought about this one, ladies and gentlemen, and peace out.